All right. From Gary in Georgia, platinum member of Law of Self-Defense. He asks, can Anders suggest an attorney or two in the Atlanta metro area that I should interview for potential future use in a self-defense case? All right, Gary. So the answer to that question is yes, I could, but no, I won't. I don't recommend attorneys for people who have only a speculative prospective need for legal counsel, because it ends up frustrating those attorneys on the one hand, and I just don't think it's productive. So if I were to recommend an attorney to you today, attorney John Smith in the Atlanta area, who I think would be a good attorney for you in a use of force case, when are you going to need his actual services? Hopefully never, right? And in a year, and 5 years, and 10 years, I mean, it's just unpredictable. I'm assuming, of course, that you're not in immediate need of legal services, legal representation for a use of force event, that you just want to kind of prep in case something ever happens. If you are in immediate need of legal representation, then just call our support line or use the number on your platinum membership card, and we'll definitely hook you up with an attorney that we think would be a good fit for you and the facts of your case. But if you're not facing criminal liability in the moment for a use of force event, we don't recommend attorneys for the future, like a card you can carry around in your wallet. One is, even if I gave you the name of someone who I thought was appropriate today, in 5 years or 10 years or 15 years, whenever this horrible use of force event actually happens to you, that might not be the attorney I would recommend. They might not be in practice anymore. They may have changed their field of practice. So that card wouldn't do you any good then. In fact, I would recommend somebody else, perhaps, in 5 or 10 or 15 years. Also, when I have in the past connected people with attorneys for this purpose, often they start calling the attorney's office with questions and stuff, but they don't want to pay anything because those attorneys are expensive. I wouldn't recommend an inexpensive attorney, because I would only recommend a good attorney, and those good attorneys are expensive. And they don't want to field phone calls for free. That's not how they pay their mortgage. You're not a client to them. It just doesn't work from their perspective. So I don't recommend attorneys ahead of time. Our platinum members are guaranteed, if they are involved in a use of force event and they can't identify an attorney themselves, we will certainly help them do that. If they have an attorney in mind and they'd like that attorney vetted by me for their use of force law competence, we can do that as well. Frankly, the vetting becomes less important because I'll be providing the legal consult on that case for our platinum members. So they'll have me as part of the legal team. Whatever shortcomings their lead counsel might have in terms of particularized expertise on use of force law, that's why I'm there. And that's what you get as part of being a Law Self-Defense Platinum member, which today, right now, while this show is airing, you can get for half the usual price, half off our Law Self-Defense Platinum members who get that legal consult for free from me if they're involved in a use of force event. And it's the only way to get my legal services. We don't take outside consults anymore. We only provide legal services to our platinum members. You can get that at half price today at lawofselfdefense.com/Natalie. Hey, Natalie, love you, babe. All right. So that's the question for an answer for Gary.